Hi, I'm Robyn and welcome to Well Conceived Business. We help online business owners within health and wellness to create a business and life that is not only well paid, but well lived. Here you'll find honest and refreshing conversations about what it takes to create a business around your life, what healthy hustle looks like, as well as insights and tips on growing your audience, your signature program, your profit, and your peace. Ready? Let's go. Hi, and welcome to Well Conceived Business. I am so thrilled to have you here, and thank you for allowing me to accompany you on whatever you are doing. Maybe you are driving, maybe you're going for a walk, maybe you're at the gym. So hi, and thank you for allowing me a small part of your day. Today, I am talking about the 4 tools I can't live without in my business and why. There are loads of tools that I use in my business, and I often think that I would be the type of person that could just sit and tinker on computers all day. I could build out people's websites and funnels. I could 100% be that person, and that is super fun for me. But I know that it's not super fun for so many of you because we talk about this in the Well Conceived Mastermind all the time. And I can tell you also that things like mailing lists and tools and online course platforms are the most giant time waster in your business. If I had to choose between like the top 5 things that people waste time on in their business, sitting and choosing platforms is probably at the top of the list. It matters much far less than you think, and you can always change later. But so many of us get stuck in always trying to figure out what mailing software do I use? What platform do I use? Do I build it on WordPress? Do I try to build it in-house? How can I save more money? And in all honesty, they're all fairly same. Not one platform is perfect. So every single platform will have things that don't work. There's a reason why there's so many platforms, because everybody in their business likes and responds to different things. Your business will be far more successful if you choose something and move on and focus on action and relationships and selling and showing up consistently rather than toying with every intricate detail of the platforms that you use. That said, let's talk and dive in today to the 4 platforms that I literally, or tools that I literally could not live without. If these companies sold shares, you best believe that I would have shares in these companies. And I'm going to talk to you about how I use them and why I use them. So let's dive in. Now, last thing before we dive in is I actually have a Canva document that's a black book. So it's a whole bunch of the tools and resources that I use in my business. If you want a copy of that, it's just a free document. Then just reach out to me on Instagram at LaunchEasyLife. Let me know and I will send you through how to get a copy of that. If you want to know all of the different things I use to manage social media, podcasting, whatever, I'll send it to you. So, number 1 platform that I use in my business is Kartra. Now, if you'd like a 14-day free trial of Kartra so you can see behind the hood yourself, again, just email me on Instagram at LaunchEasyLife. I'll send you a link to get a 14-day free trial, or just check the show notes. There'll be a link below them and you can go and have a look at exactly everything that Kartra does. But I used to host my online course on Thinkific, and I used to run my mailing list through MailerLite. Now, I still think both of those are incredible and awesome platforms. And if you don't use Kartra and you want a mailing software, I think MailerLite is really easy to use. However, I moved to, I don't know when I moved to Kartra and why. Oh, actually, yes, I do. I was about to launch a membership. And so I was like, Thinkific's just not the right platform for a membership. So I did all my research and I settled on Kartra. And Kartra is what is called an all-in-one platform. So it does loads of different things. And can I just tell you, it has removed so much of the mental load from my business since moving over to Kartra. The biggest thing that I had to get over with Kartra was the investment. So I went from, I think, $49 a month on Thinkific and MailerLite $10 or $20 a month because of my mailing list size, to Kartra, which I think the base model is $99 a month. And then I pay, I think, $297 a month for my Kartra subscription. I pay per year, so I get a bit of a discount. So that's what I pay. But when you use bits and pieces in your business, there's so much connecting things from one thing to the next. So when someone purchases my online course, then I need to somehow sync that to my MailerLite. When this happens, then I have to get this to happen. Kartra has just taken so much of that out there. So pretty much every single one of Kartra's tools, except for one thing. I don't build my website or my web pages on Kartra, but I build my products and sales, like so people can check out. I do that on Kartra. I do my mailing list on Kartra, and they're particularly well known for deliverability and how they organize their things. I use it for all of my tagging, my automated email sequences. I use it to manage my calendar, and it has all of the different calendar options. Like you can do group sessions, you can sync it to Zoom, and you can sync it to your Google Calendar. And you can use it for booking individual sessions. I use it for all of my forms, so welcome forms, application forms, surveys. I use it for sign-up forms that just gives me code that I put on my website. There is just so much that you can do with Kartra. It also does like a help desk, and it's also where I create all of my courses. And it provides so much robust functionality, but in a way that I can see and manage effectively. When we've run affiliates, it's also done that. So it's just nice to have everything under one platform. And because I've got everything under one platform, it also makes it a lot easier for me to see things like conversion rates, advanced analytics. I can see the log of exactly what each subscriber has done. So I can see, let's say I have Bob Jane, who has subscribed to my email list. I can see, okay, how did they first come into my funnel? They downloaded this freebie on this date. Then they've opened this email, this email, this email. Then they joined my program from this email. Then they have gone through and finished the module, and they've done it all on time. This is their survey results. And to be able to see that in one holistic view has been chef's kiss, like really awesome. And it wasn't the original reason why I signed up to Kartra, but it's one of the reasons why I've stayed with Kartra. The functionality of not having to piece things together through different platforms, and then the ability to see these in-depth analytics and my customer journey in a lot more detail is just awesome. I don't use Kajabi. I've looked at many clients' Kajabi pages. We go through, we look at Kajabi. It doesn't offer A/B testing. It doesn't offer great email options. It doesn't have anywhere near the functionality, but for the same cost. The only one thing, so I can see like 10 things that Kartra has that Kajabi doesn't have. But the one thing that Kajabi does have that I'm like, fuck, that's awesome, is this app. So your clients can join your program, and then Kajabi has an app. So any other Kajabi programs from other providers that people have joined, it's all there within that app. So I still live in hope that one day Kartra will add an app. But if there was anything that Kartra didn't have, that's probably the one thing it doesn't have that I wish it had, which is not to say it's not coming somewhere in the future. But honestly, I cannot fault Kartra. I've loved it since the day one. And especially this whole concept of being able to tag and really go in depth with exactly what each subscriber is doing. The next tool that I absolutely love, that I feel like is a hidden secret that nobody talks about. So I build my website on WordPress. That's a whole nother episode to talk about WordPress versus Squarespace versus Wix versus whatever. I am 100% in the WordPress camp. But the tool that I use on WordPress, which I feel like is the biggest hidden secret, and we end up with, I'm not an affiliate in any way for Thrive Themes, but we have so many of our mastermind clients move over because when they see me build pages really quickly, they're like, I need this too. So it's Thrive Themes. So Thrive Themes is both the page builder, so where you can build your like opt-in pages, landing pages, whatever. It's both the ability to do that and the theme for your website. But what Thrive Themes does is I've used as part of client websites as well, like Element or Divi, WP Bakery, all of these other ones, and none of them are as fast or robust or easy to use as Thrive. It is drag and drop, but you can also sit and like add blocks, and they've created it. So it'll be a hero section or an FAQ section or whatever, and you go plus FAQ section, and it goes boop, and then you have a plethora, like unlimited options of how you can style, tweak, and edit the design of that. But what you can also do is create page type templates. So for example, if I want to really customize the look of every blog page, I have the ability to do that in Thrive Themes, and I can customize that to look however I want that to look. So if you go, for example, to launcheasylife.com and look up the podcast, you'll see that when we categorize podcast episodes, every podcast episode looks schmicko because I've been able to create custom subscribe buttons at the bottom and leave a review and things like that. And it is just so fast. But again, along the lines of Kartra, it has so much functionality that so many other things don't do. So as an example, it has what's called Thrive Leads. And what Thrive Leads does is you can inject short code. So it just gives you something to copy and paste. And you can create like a lead magnet opt-in form, right, that displays across various blog posts. So you go, like, you'll create it. So maybe I've got a free opt-in that I'm promoting at the moment. And what I'm promoting at the moment, let's say, is my Instagram Go Viral Guide, right? So I will be like, this is what I'm promoting at the moment, and I will copy and paste the code from that. Then I'll just go into the relevant blog post and paste that in. But if I then want to change that, I have the ability to just go and edit the thing that's in the short code rather than being like, oh my God, where did I display that? And having to go and find every blog post that I did that, where was that injected into each different copy? So I have the ability to just really quickly shift and edit and change that. If you're a health and wellness practitioner and you're growing your business, you know that Instagram is unrivaled in its ability to grow, connect, and convert your audience all on the one platform. But it's not just about going viral and reaching a bunch of people. It's about grabbing your Cloud9 clients' attention in a way that positions you as an authority and a service provider. Want to know exactly how to do that? I have a free PDF case study with 3 example posts that will give you an insight into 3 different types of posts you can create today to help you do just that. Check out our show notes or visit launcheasylife.com/social to get your hands on this free PDF copy today. It also does A/B testing. So if you don't know what A/B testing is, it's so important. And this is where I think Kajabi really misses out in terms of when you try to create your landing page in Kajabi. Kartra has this functionality. I don't create my landing pages or web pages in Kartra just because I find Thrive 100 times faster and more flexible. So A/B testing, absolutely essential, especially when you're at a more advanced level in your business. If you think about, let's say, an opt-in page, you have a lead magnet, a free PDF that people can get, right? And you want that to be at about 50% as a benchmark. So you want 50% of people who land on that page to go through and take the next step of getting that PDF download. Let's say you're at 30% for that. Well, how do you know what you can improve on that page and whether that's going to increase those conversion rates? So what you can do with A/B testing is you have an A version and a B version. And the A version is like your test, and then you release a B version. So it could be as simple, like what you want is just one tiny tweak that's different. So you might have a different color and text of the download button. So you've got these 2 versions, and what the software, whatever software you use will do is it'll release that change to 50% of the traffic. So 50% of the people who visit that page will get option A, 50% will get option B, and it'll run a competition. Which one gets the better results, right? And then let's say that the best version is number B, where you had the big standout button. Then it'll be like, okay, option B worked. So then you have the opportunity to say, okay, now let's release another little test. It's a really quick way to start getting better and better and better results. Most of us run online businesses and do not just nail everything out the gate. If you're a regular human being, congratulations. That's what most people who run a business are. And it's a total myth that everybody just does things and they land perfectly out the gate, right? So the big secret to online business is to optimize and refine rather than keep throwing things out and starting again, or being really mediocre and accepting mediocre results. The way that you get better and better and better and inch up and inch up and inch up is by doing things like A/B testing. So Thrive has that functionality. Like I said, so does Kartra. Then the other thing that Thrive Themes has is like countdown timers. So many of us are paying like $99 for a deadline funnel. FYI, Kartra has this functionality too, but you have the ability to have countdown timers and save that money that you would otherwise spend with deadline funnel. So Thrive Themes, chef's kiss, it's like untold secret, and I don't know why more people aren't using it. The next one that I cannot live without is Asana. So I love Trello. The only thing about Trello, and we use Trello in our business when we want to provide templates like this for people, because Asana doesn't do it, but for our team management and also just for brainstorming all of the random ideas that I have for our podcast flow, a software like Asana or Trello will change your life. So we are using Asana a lot in our business. And one of the reasons I use Asana is because it allows emojis, and emojis are life for me, but it's awesome. And we just use the free version, but I use it in so many elements of my business. So we use it in podcast and Instagram post planning, we use it for brainstorming. We have like a master portal for every course that we have, where we go through like, this is email 1, this is email 2, this is email 3, so that it's so plug and play. We have this asset library for each course, and we use it for back and forth for our team. So this is what everybody in the team is working on. And then we have columns where we're like, this is the task and the due date, and this is who it's assigned to. And then it gets moved from in progress to completed. We can then go back over the next month and have a look at, well, what did we work on? What do we still need to work on? What's everybody doing at the moment? So that is the next tool that I use. Now, the fourth tool that I use and absolutely love, let me just give you some backstory on this. I used to work in marketing and advertising for a giant ASX listed conglomerate. And I used to be the advertising and promotions manager with a whole bunch of marketing coordinators under me. And one of the things that they used to have to do is create ads for things like used cars. We used to, like in my grandma days, we would get a photo of a car, then we would have to go into Photoshop and I cannot even describe to you how painful this process was, manually cut out these cars using Adobe Photoshop and then place each car one by one onto the ad. It was the most time-consuming process ever. Enter Canva, and you can now do it in one click really effectively. If Canva had shares, I would 100% be purchasing shares in Canva. I have almost always had the professional subscription of Canva for my business, and it's a game changer, right? The quick and easy way that you can create mock-ups for products, you can create your social media posts, you can create books for your business, and you can even use the Magic Write tool to help you come up with things like hooks for social media and help you write posts, etc., is next level. It is such an underrated and underused tool, but I cannot absolutely live without Canva as well. We're in Canva every single day in our business. So those are the 4 tools that I cannot live without in my business. Like I said, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Launch Easy Life if you want a big giant list of all of the different things I use to manage my community, my expenses, my team, the podcast, in my business, in my little black book. So reach out to me and let me know if you'd like a copy of that, and I would be happy to send you to where you can download that. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Lovely chatting with you, and I will speak to you soon. We are done with the meat and potatoes of this episode, but I am not letting you go just yet, my friend. Before you jump off, I have 3 quick things that I would love to share with you. Number 1 is thank you so much for listening today. If you'd like to hear more about growing your visibility through Instagram, podcasting, or Pinterest, creating or launching or growing your signature program, automations, or many more online business nuggets of gold, pause now, hit that subscribe button because we are here for you weekly. Number 2 is if you would like to learn more about working with us and joining our signature program, the Well-Conceived Mastermind, which is unlike any mastermind you've seen before, check out our show notes below and you will find all the links to join the waitlist or sign up and join the mastermind now. And number 3, lastly, if you do nothing else, make sure you come and find us on Instagram for daily behind the scenes and hugely savable and value-packed content. You will find us at Launch Easy Life. Well, that's it from me today. Now go out there and create your well-paid business and your well-lived life.